Hey guys, I am back with a new video. This is part 2 for What If Naruto Wasn't Fairy Tale. So yeah, let's just get into this.
Don't move. I'll blast them away with my Kamui. Kamui lightning blade! Kamui!
Naruto was sitting down in the train next to Erza and Natsu, who was knocked out. Erza, isn't it about time you tell us what we're supposed to be doing? Said Gary. Right, our opponents are the Dark Guild, well, they intended to do witchcraft with some magic called a lullaby, said Erza. Lullaby. And those guys from before, said Lucy. As I explained the rest of the mission, they soon later hit the place they needed to be. Are those guys from Earthworld still here? Asked Gary. I don't know, but I came here to find out, said Erza. Sounds like a wild goose chase to me, said Lucy. Naruto looks back. Hey, where's Natsu? Asked Naruto. He deployed, said Happy. I was so busy telling the story I forgot about him. Erza turns around. What have I done? And I know he's bad with transportation. This is all my fault. Please, would someone hit me? She said. Everyone looks up. Naruto walks up to Erza. If you say so. Naruto puts his hands together and makes a hand sign. 60 jutsu! Sexy jutsu, said Lucy. After the smoke disappeared, Naruto's body and voice turned to a female. Here goes! He even sounds like a ghost, said Lucy. Naruto kicks Erza back. Gary, Happy, and Lucy couldn't believe what they just saw. Not with Natsu, he was looking down, and a random guy walks up. Oh, Fairy Tale. So you're also a wizard and one of those legal guards. Man, I'm jealous, said the guy. Natsu looks up at the guy and then he puts his foot on Natsu's face. Legal guard. And all they cracked up to be fairy. Know what we call you guys? Fleas. Yes, fleas. Natsu makes fire on both of his hands. Oh, whoa. Then Natsu's fire disappeared. Huh? What's with that magic? Now this. The guy shoots out 3 line fists at Natsu. Is how you use magic. That magic, said Natsu. The train stops moving and something falls out of the guy's jacket. Natsu gets back up. That's enough. Out of you. You did a nice one on me back there. Natsu's right hand catches on fire. And then he goes to hit the guy. They put his hands up. Guard shadow. Then there was a little explosion with the others. A magic-driven four-hole, it consumes the magic of a driver to increase speed, said Erza. As they got closer to the train, they see Natsu get thrown out the window, and then it hits the car. Hey, stop! Gary gets hit in the face. That hurt, jerk, said Gary. Shut up. You left me behind, said Natsu. That we did. At least you're unhurt somehow, said Erza. She moved closer, then Natsu hits her armor. Like, fist. I don't know. That hurt, but what do you mean unhurt? I got into a fight with some weird guy in the train. Some weird guy, said Lucy. The guy who grabbed those happy ears in the forest, he said. He was a part of Isenwood or something like that. Erza's eyes widen. She smacks Natsu in the face. You idiot! Those are the people we're after. How could you let him escape from under your nose? This is the first time I heard about it, said Natsu. I explained just a moment ago. Listen to people when they're talking to you. Naruto walks up, but to be fair, you did knock him out. Erza looks the other direction. They get back in the little cart. You're going too fast, Erza. Even if you don't estimate the amount of magic it would drain from you, yelled Gary. You don't have that kind of time, yelled Erza. If Iga gets his hands on that mass death curse magic, then there's no telling what he will do. They got there and they see a lot of people on the ground. They've been wiped out, said Lucy. They're going up against an entire guard. Every single one of them are wizards. An army plant hardly stood a chance, said Erza. They all stopped walking. I knew you'd come, you fairy tale flies, said a guy named Kage. Look how many they are, said Lucy. You're fired. So you're Edgar, I take it, said Erza as she looked at the guy with spiky white hair and has a scythe. You damn flies. It's your fault Master Edgar got mad at me, said Kage. What are you sounderies after what you do with your plan? With the lullaby, said Erza. You don't know. He flies up in the sky. What's here at the train station? You plan on broadcasting the lullaby? I wonder how many thousands of onlookers are gathered around here. And if you increase the volume, it would rotate throughout the city. They made a little of death, that is. You order on making innocent people listen to the flute's lullaby? It's pure. I'm paying the fools who guard their own rights and safety without even knowing there are those whose some rights have been stolen away. Their sin is living without knowing that this world isn't just, and so the shining out had come to punish them. You're not gonna get your rights back by doing something like this. And ain't you thrown out of the league because you did a ton of bad stuff? Said Lucy. Now that we've come this far, we don't want rights anymore. It's power, those with power. Don't wipe the past clean and can rule the future. Naruto closes his eyes when he heard that. It gives them a flashback when Sasuke told him that the day before he left the village. You're a complete idiot, ain't you? Said Lucy. Kage smirks. Too bad for you, Flash. You won't get to see the new Dark Age because you'll be heading to the afterlife. He makes his lines of fist to go hit Lucy, then Natsu breaks them with his fire. It's you, said Kage. So that voice was you, said Natsu. You fell right into my trap, Fairy Tail. Eerie, I think is going exactly as I planned, said Edgar. This is Fairy Tail's strongest team. You better prepare yourself, said Lucy. The rest is up to you. Let them see how fearsome a Dark Guard really is. Then he disappears. Not too Gary. You two head after him. As long as you two work together, there's no way you could lose, even to the deaf god Edgar. She turns around. Were you even listening? Yes, sir. They both ran off. I think we cleaned these guys. We're heading after them too, said Erza. 2 ghosts and 1 guy against this many, said Lucy. You mean 3 ghosts, said Naruto. Lucy turns her head, questioning what Naruto means by that. Then she sees Naruto's in his ghost form again. 3 ghosts? What do you think you can do? Said one of the guys. We're gonna pump off your wings fly, said the other guy. Erza makes a sword appear in her hands. One more insult to Fairy Tail and I can't guarantee you will live to see it tomorrow. They go at Erza. She cuts their swords and bodies, then jumps in a whole crowd, then sends them all back flying. Then how about some of this, said a guy as he and the other person shot out two lasers at her. Then Naruto jumps in front of her. Naruto, yelled Lucy. The smoke cleared. Erza jumps up and takes out a spear. Naruto runs at them, then throws paper bombs. Naruto and Erza are standing next to each other and then beating up the guys. There's so many guys here, said Erza. Not a problem, said Naruto as he does a hand sign. Shadow Clone Jutsu! Naruto made 6 clones. Huh? How did she do that? Said one of the guys. Erza equips her armor. Then they take out the rest of the guys in seconds. Minutes later, Erza walks outside. She pulls out a microphone up. If you value your lives, get away from here immediately. This station has been taken over by an evil wizard, and those wizards are attempting to perform magic that will kill you. That will kill every person here. Evacuate as far away from here as you can. Everyone rushes out the city and station fast. Naruto walks up to her. I checked and no one's around the station anymore. That's good. She looks at Naruto. I see that you're back to your form. Yep. Naruto and Erza turn around to see a wind. The station is being surrounded by wind? Said Naruto. I always did want to fight you once, Queen. But I have no time to play with you now, said Edgar as he pulls his hands up. Naruto jumps in front of Erza again. but they were both sent inside of the wind. The wind wall. Erza tries to hit it, but gets sent back. Don't even try this magic wind wall. It's one way you can only pass from the outside and inside. Oh wait, you can't, sorry. If you try to exit from the inside, the wind would cut you to shreds. What in the world are you up to? Yelled Erza. Thanks to you idiots, I have wasted quite a lot of time. If you excuse me. Edgar goes away. So he wasn't threatening the station after all, said Naruto. With Gary, he has somebody pinned to the wall. I had enough of your raps explanation. What's going on now? The guy with black and yellow hood laughs. We just made a curse to trap you flies. Is all we were only taking over this station to block the route to the end of the line Clover Station, said the guy. What? Clover Station is across a gate gorge. There's no way to get there except this route, unless you can fly like Igor, that is. So that's where you're going to use the lullaby? You know what's at the Clover Station? Try to recall. Then the man hits Gary back with his lines, I guess. Clover. Wait a minute. That's the twin where the old mans are having their regular meeting. Your true objectives are the guard masters? Gary's eyes widen. So you finally notice a bit. Slow on the uptick, are we? He goes to attack Gary again. Those old men are exactly powerful wizards. Really bold of you, don't you think? It's a piece of cake to make those unexpected calls. Listen to the flute. Cowards listen to the flute, and I know Edgar will be able to do it. He gets Gary trapped, and That won't stop us. Wait, you won't stop us. You can't even leave this station. No one can stop us now. We're going to get out. Revenge on those people who suppressed us. We're gonna wipe them all out. This gets Gary pissed off, and Gary freezes this guy's lines, and then he breaks out. We'll stop you. The ice keeps on going up the man's body. We're gonna make you pay for target long our master. Gary goes up to him. Those old men are like our parents. Gary freezes him with Erza and Naruto. They tell up all the men they defeated, and Erza is questioning one of them. I said, we don't know already. It's impossible. There's no way we could disable the magic wind wall, said the guy. Erza, Naruto, yelled Gary. Naruto looks up. Gary, you ain't with Natsu? We split up, and never mind that. Now, isn't real objective is the twin down the line from here. What? Asked Erza. It's the place where the old men are having their regular meeting. They plan on using their lullaby there. Erza gets more serious and pissed off. So what are you planning? Yelled Erza. But this station is surrounded by magic wind wall, said Naruto. Yeah, I saw that earlier. Gary gets down there. You'll be menacing messmate. If you try and force yourself out. I'm well aware of that, said Erza. Erza, your arm, said Gary. It's nothing, but while we're sitting here, Edgar's getting even closer to where the guard masters are. Oh yes, there should be someone they call Kage in Ennis world. He was the only one who was able to disable the lullaby seal. Dispel, said Naruto. He's a dispeller, I guess. I don't know. Then he could dispel the magic wind wall too, said Gary. With Natsu, he has been breaking the walls. The Natsu gets hit by a shadow fist. Thanks for earlier, you motion sickness fly, said Kage. Natsu gets back up. You again. Where's Edgar? Good question. Maybe I'll tell you if you beat me. Knuckle Shadow! Natsu blocks his attack. Oh, you would tell me after I hit you when that two birds with one stone. I'm all fired up now, he said. Lucy was with Happy and she feels the building vibrating. What's that vibration? Natsu dodges all Kage's attacks. He's simply one. He's a slippery one, but he hits the ground. You can't dodge my Ultra Shadow. Natsu puts his hands together to form an X, and then his head catches on fire even more, I guess. Then he breaks the Ultra Shadow. You kidding? You gotta be kidding me. He destroyed the Ultra Shadow with a single attack? What destructive power, he said Kage. Natsu gets his right hand on fire. How you like another one of my fly punch? He's a monster, yelled Kage. Natsu hits him, and this made the building start to shake again. I win, don't you, ma? It's Kageyama. Damn it, said the guy. Tell me, where's Edgar? It's like you promised, he said. Fool. Master Edgar is no longer in this station. Natsu yelled at Erza. Huh? That's enough, we meet him. Nice going, Flim Brain, said Gary. Erza jumps up with her sword. Natsu gets scared and moves away, and then it almost slices Kage. Dispel the magic wind wall and don't give us any trouble, said Erza. She's not leading, man. Erza's a beast, said Gary. Enough, I got it. Fine. Then Kage gets hit through his stomach. Why? Kage dispose of Kage, said a fat man. Guy or something. Damn it! Here goes our only exit. Kage, stay with me. We need your power. The only one who can dispel the magic wind wall. Don't die, said Erza. Naruto looks at the guy who hit Kage. He puts his hands up. You, wasn't he your teammate? The guy looks at him, huh? Natsu gets offended by this, and his body gets covered in fire. Once he allied some guard as you? Wait, the same guard as you? Yelled Natsu. Natsu! Yelled Naruto. Stay back. Naruto makes a clone and he forms a Rasengan. He runs at the man with the Rasengan and he gets sent back flying. Natsu goes up to him. There's no guarantee that he's not dead by that Rasengan, but it looks like he had something that could save him. Said Naruto as he walks away. Kage, you got to stay with us, said Erza. It's no use, Erza. He's unconscious, said Gary. Erza starts to shake him. I can't let you die. Dispel the wind wall. Wait, he can't use magic. He's in a thing stuff condition. We must force. Lucy and Happy walks in. Am I erupting something? They get Lucy. They tell Lucy what's happening. Natsu runs in and hits the wind wall and gets back sending back. And also, if you try to escape to the outside, that's what happens, said Gary. Natsu keeps on trying. Gary look at Natsu who's in the floor. Idiot. Force it isn't going to help. Naruto walks up. I have something that can let us get out. Everyone looks at him. Oh, okay then, what is it? Said Erza. This. Naruto makes 2 clones. You guys should really take a lot of steps back. They all take a step back. They see a Rasengan form, but it starts to take another shape. Looks like a shuriken starts to take form. What the? So much power, everyone thought, as the Rasengan's power increased. You guys should stand behind me, said Gary, as he makes a ice wall shield. Naruto looks at the wind wall. He runs at it, then slams his new Rasengan in it. Rasengan Shuriken, he yells. The Rasengan Shuriken expands and starts to break the wind wall, and also Gary's ice shield. Gary is trying so hard to keep the ice wall up. When the Shuriken expands even more, the more hard it gets for him. Happy looks at Lucy. Lucy, I remembered. Remembered what? Said Lucy. The thing I was talking about when we were coming here. You mean when you kept talking to me weird? Here. Happy takes out a key. Lucy's eyes widen. That's Virgo's key. She takes it. Hey, you should use it really fast. I don't know how long I could keep this wall up, said Gary. Lucy gets up. I am linked to the path of the water crystal spirits. A yellow pattern form around Lucy. Then now, O Spirit, enter my car and pass through the gate of Virgo. A pink hair and blue-eyed girl appeared. You called, Master? Or should I call you Princess? That'd be nice, said Lucy. Anyways, hurry up. The Virgo's eyes got a red line in her eyes. Then I will proceed. She breaks the floor. Oh, she's digging, said Gary. Good job, Lucy, said Erza. Everyone should go in that hole, said Gary. But what about Naruto, said Lucy. I see here, said Erza. You sure? Yeah. Okay, then come on, said Gary as everyone was leaving. Everyone left except Erza. The ice wall breaks after a second of Gary being gone. Erza tries to stand her ground. She puts her hands up from the shockwave of Naruto's Rasen Shuriken. From afar, everybody looks up and sees the Rasen Shuriken explode. Then they see a big rip into the wind wall. Naruto steps back a little bit, holding his right arm. Come on, Erza, let's go. Erza walks up to him. Naruto, are you okay? You have a lot of cuts. Yeah, I'm fine. Erza was shocked to see Naruto's cuts healing fast right in front of her. Naruto picks her up and he jumps out the hole, then they got on the ground. Everyone looks at them. What now? Said Gary. Naruto puts Erza back down. Hurry onward, said Erza. It's no use, said Kage. They all look at him. You'll never be able to catch up now. We win. Wait, where's Natsu? Said Erza. Happy's not here either, said Gary. Naruto gets serious. That means he went off to go for Ager. With Natsu, he face to face with Ager. Bring it. I annihilate that dangerous flute, said. Destroy that dangerous flute, said Natsu. You broke out from the magic wind wall? What pets you fleas are. Let me through. Be gone, said Edgar. He puts his hand up and shot a bunch of wind at Natsu. He gets sent back flying. Then Natsu gets back up afterwards. He goes to hit Edgar, but Edgar dodges and he flies up. Natsu gets mad. Edgar moves his hand. A storm barrier. A bunch of wind surrounded Natsu and sends Natsu off the train tracks. Edgar smirks at this. Then a second later, Natsu gets back on the train tracks. This shocks Edgar. Natsu looks at him and takes a deep breath. Rise of the Fire Dragon! He shots out a bunch of fire at him. Edgar's eyes was taken by this and quickly made a little storm wall to protect them. It seems I underestimated your power a bit. How about we get serious now? The both of us, he said. Natsu smiles. Alright, fine. Storm Mill. When it covers his body, and then he goes in to hit Natsu. Natsu jumps up with his fire on his hands and also ready to attack. But when he hit him, he gets sent back. What's the matter? That's all you got, said Edgar. Damn it. Now you gone and wrap yourself in something annoying. Natsu goes in to hit again. Iron Fist of the Fire Dragon, he yells. As he hits the wind, it disappears. Natsu eyes widen. What happened? The flame disappeared. As I thought. Without wrapping yourself in those flames, you don't have that deserved power. Looks like it no longer is effective. Edgar shots out wind around him and pushes Natsu back a little bit. The storm mill winds constantly blow outwards. Don't you get it? Flames can't stand up to a raw headwind. Edgar flies up. Flames can never defeat wind. You son of a bitch. It's almost line tough, said Natsu. You flames can no longer touch me. Natsu tries again to hit him, but gets sent back to the ground. I'll end this now. This is the flying phoenix magic that would tear anything to ribbons. Enter a beam or something. Enter a beam, he said. If you get hit with that, you'll be torn apart, said Happy. Further to the wind, you brat. As the wind starts to go at Natsu, Natsu sees a yellow-haired person jump in front of him, and they get sent back flying. Natsu turns his head, and his eyes widen to see it was Naruto who jumped right in front of him. Naruto, you okay? Said Happy. Another fly? Hey, please, said Edgar. Natsu goes to him. Naruto, you okay? I am impressed. His body's still in one piece. Not bad for a young wizard. Worry not. The old geezers will be following him shortly from the sweet sound of the lullaby. Natsu looks back at Edgar with a death glare. He goes to get up, but it was stopped by a hand. He looks back. Everyone's eyes widen, even Edgar's. They see Naruto being surrounded around by a red aura. Natsu, take this. Naruto does a hand sign. Fireball jutsu. Natsu eats up the fireball. Thanks for the fire. Natsu goes to hit Edgar again, but gets sent back to the ground. Natsu grabs the train track. Damn it! Why can't I get close to him? A big amount of flames cover Natsu's body. Wait, that's said Happy. I can't stand it, you son of a bitch. More flames form around him. Huh? My wind? It's heading towards him? Said Edgar as his wind is disappearing. Happy gets the idea. Natsu looks at him. Give up, you can't win. Just let Gary handle it. Naruto and Natsu were dumbfounded by that. Did he really have to say that now? Said Naruto as he was cut off a bit. What did you say? Yelled Natsu. He looks at Edgar. I'll be the one defeating you. Natsu runs at him and grabs Edgar. Sword edge of the fire dragon, he yells. He sends Edgar flying back. Naruto smiles. Natsu, you did it. Natsu walks up to Naruto. Yep. Naruto, yelled a voice. You guys are late already. Over. Is already over, said Natsu. They all get out the car. Lucy goes to help Erza. Erza, you okay? Asked Lucy. Don't worry about me, said Erza. You actually had trouble with this guy? Said Gary as he's next to Edgar's body, who is unconscious. Trouble? It was a clutch, said Natsu. To be fair, Naruto did jump in front of you to protect you from his ultimate thing, said Happy. Yeah, that, said Natsu. Erza looks where Naruto was. Naruto, you okay? She asked. Naruto gets back up. Yep, I'm fine as always. But if I didn't use that red aura when I was using my own wind magic, I would have been really hurt. You're saying that you're fine, she said. What about you though? You look hurt. I'm fine. I'm just exhausted, she said as she smiles. Naruto smiles too. You're gonna attract weirdos with your bare chest muffler look, said Gary. I don't want to hear that from you, said Natsu as he looks at Lucy. Lucy, give me your clothes. Wait, why me? Yelled Lucy. Naruto and Erza laugh a bit. Anyways, Splendid work, Natsu. We protected the guard masters, said Urza. They all nodded their heads. Let's go to the meeting hall. We report what happened and let the masters dispose of the flute. Clover is not far from here. Kage smiles a bit, then he takes the car and the lullaby. I have for the lullaby. You let your guard down, please. He drives off. That jerk, said Natsu. Later on, Kage finds Makarov. Hey, Makarov turns his head. Will you listen to me play? Like, is it okay to play a tune? I'm not allowed to bring instruments into the hospital, so I wanted someone to hear me, said Kage. That's one creepy flute you got there. It might look strange, but it has a lovely tune. I'm in a hurry, but I suppose I could listen to one song. Okay, listen up now. He puts the flute next to his mouth, then he starts to get flashbacks and start to think a bit. With the others. There he is, said Natsu. Then a fat guy shows up with wearing a pink dress something and has little rings. This scares Gary, Natsu, and Lucy. We're getting to the good part. Now watch, he said. What's the matter? Hurry and play it, said Makarov. If I just blow, then everything would change, said Kage. Nothing would change. We humans will always be weak. Do matter how long you wait, but weaklings is not always a bad thing. Humans are weak creatures from the start, uneasy by ourselves. We are from guards where we have allies and friends. In order to strive, we band together and process ahead. These awkward combines might run into walls than would a single person, and we might take a long time to get where we're going, but as long as we believe in tomorrow and place one foot in front of others, we will be filled with power from within. Living a strong life means beginning able to smile and not relying on something like that flute, said Makarov as he looks at him. Looks at Kage. Kage drops the flute. I surrender, he said. They all go to Makarov. Then a second later, the flute's eyes start to glow. Bunch of cowardly wizards. Every last one of you. His eyes widen as a big wooden statue monster form. A monster, said all of them. I can't stand anymore. I have to follow over them myself. A big creature with 3 eyes. He opened his 3 eyes, I guess. You pitiful soul that is. Urza looks at the group. Natsu, Gary, move away from everyone. How bossy, said Natsu. Don't order me around, said Gary. Urza gives them a glare. I'm counting on you. They start to walk off. Hey, sir. The wood statue shot out a blast and destroyed the mountain. Then the wood monster... Okay, I've decided I'm going to eat all your souls, you pitiful wizards. Sounds like fun. Go ahead and try it, yelled Natsu. Naruto walks up at Natsu. Yup. Try it, said Naruto. What did they plan to do? Just 4 of them? Said Lucy. What about you, Lucy? Said Happy. Oh, I'm out of crystal wizards I can't use today, and I might just hold everyone back. See? she said as she looks the other way. Excuses. Shut up, cat. The wood creature makes an awful sound. What a horrible sound. What's this terrible feeling? Said Lucy. Oh no, it's the lullaby. Our souls are going to be devoured, said someone. Let's go, said Urza. They all got ready and they all rushed in. Urza equips her armor. The Keen Knight. She slices some pieces from the creature's right arm. Gary puts his hands together. Ice magic. Loose, I guess. A bunch of ice shot out and hits the creature in the stomach. Natsu jumps up. Take this, Leon Fist of the Fire Dragon, he yells. He hits the monster in the face. Naruto makes a big Rasengan and slams it into the monster's left hand. The others start ganging up on it and starts to beating it up till the creature yells again. Then fire shot out around him. Everything around him. Gary gets in front of everyone and makes an ice shield. A big ice wall forms. Erza attacks him and again, then everyone sees Naruto jump up with 5 clones. Naruto forms his new Rasengan. Then the clones disappeared except one that is holding the new Rasengan also. Naruto slams his in front and this clone stems from the back. The both new form Rasengans hit each other. Rasen Shuriken, yelled Naruto. Then a big explosion happened. Then little sparkles fly out. Excellent, said Makarov. Wonderful, said Bob. They defeated Zelf Demon so easily, said another guard master. Wow, so this is what fairy tale wizards are like, said Kage. They are the strongest team. Alright, super cool, said Lucy. Urza, Natsu, and Gary Lucy rushed over where Naruto was. Naruto, we did it, said Urza. Naruto looks up and smiles, and he slowly puts up a thumbs up. Are you okay? Said Lucy. There was no response. Naruto, are you good? Said Natsu as he's walking to him. Happy flies to Naruto. Then a second pass. Guys, I think Naruto's dead. He's not moving, said Happy with a worried tone. Makarov hears what Happy said and he rushes over where they were. He goes to Naruto's body to check his pulse. Master, is he dead? Asked Urza with worry in her voice. Makarov looks at him. He is alive, he still has a pulse. But it looks like his body shut down. Natsu walks up closer to Naruto and Makarov. He does have a lot of cuts and bruises. Come on, quickly, let's take him back to the guard, said Makarov. Urza picks up Naruto, then they go back to the guild. I think this is where I'm gonna end this part. So yeah, hope you guys liked it. And yeah, see you guys in the next part. Peace.